Hello, hello. Not sure how this is gonna go. Trying something different right now. As you can see, I've got my headset on webcam and I'm trying to do some stuff over here on the screen. I hope it's all coming through properly because this is my first time. But I do have to give away the flycolor ESC. So let's take a quick look at this guy. Thank you everyone that checked out the video. Here it is. There we go. Pretty nice. It's all clean. This one is not used, not soldered, brand new in the box. And it comes with all the goodies in there. So there's a capacitor, plug, standoffs, ribbon cables, stuff like that. Put that in there. Let's see. So I wasn't able to do the news this month, just life and weird stuff. and but I still have all this stuff that I collect, and I think there's some important things to quickly talk about and go over. And so that's why I'm doing this kind of live stream mix going here. So let's just go through it real quick. RunCam right now has the RunCam 5 Orange, and it is right about the same size as GoPro Session. It does film in 4K and 4K and 2K 60 frames per second, which is normally what I like to do. That way I can slow it down if I need to. It does have a stabilization, kind of like a Hypersmooth, which is really nice. And it's only $100. So it is a good comparable, camera compared to the GoPro Sessions. They say it should fit all your other 3D printed mounts and everything. You can put ND filters on it and all sorts of other cool stuff. If you haven't heard yet, TBS has their new Tango 2 transmitter, and this is a cool new controller. It basically is built in Crossfire in the controller, which is really nice. It doesn't have, I believe it's the only 250 milliwatt Crossfire in there, but that's really plenty for most everybody out there, unless you're trying to push like 5 miles. And they honestly say this should be able to go 3 to 5 miles. So if you're looking to downsize in your controller, I know I am. I'm just not sold on the Tango 2 yet. I do want a smaller controller. I love my Tyrannus, wherever it is, but it's just too big and bulky. So I'd like to downsize. Hopefully there's some more renditions of this, because I'm pretty much exclusively flying Crossfire right now, unless it's a micro. And even then, I can get a Crossfire Nano to put in that. So I can see myself personally in the future flying just Crossfire products to have that extra safety and peace of mind when I'm flying. Skyzone has come out with a goggle module, and this little module is really cool because it basically plugs into any other goggles using the video in port. And so you could potentially run Rapid Fire or TrueD or the TBS Fusion on any goggles using this module adapter, and it's only 10 to 20 bucks. Hopefully I found the right one on Race Day Qual, but look into that if you have some other goggles like I do. Let's see. Perfect example is my old Omways. It has diversity, but it's kind of going out, and all you need is the audio video in, and that's where those Skyzones are supposed to plug into. You can see there's a jack right there. It looks like a headphones jack. So if you have old goggles and you can't afford to upgrade, but you want better diversity, that's a great option. Now, I do not know too much about the Jumper 16. I have seen some Jumper controllers out there, and they look really cool. The functionality of these is great because they run multi-protocols. You can run DSM, you can run FlySky, you can run FrSky, you can even run Crossfire in some of these. And so they've been making lots of moves lately with their controllers. This is Oscar Lyon's review. Radiomaster TX16S is the new controller out there. And so I would, if you're looking to dive into the Jumper controllers, I would recommend going to Oscar Lyon and reading his review on it. Next up is a really cool drone that I noticed from Stan FPV, and Stan makes these cool prop guards. I have some, and these go on my 5-inch drone to basically make them a ducted drone, and it makes them a little more safe. So when I'm chasing something like a motorcycle that's higher speed than my Cinewhoop, but I still want to be safe in case I run into them, or if they're scared of me flying that close to them, I can put these on to make it a little more safe. Now, he's taken it a step further with the new Cinebird he has here. And as you can see, he's taken a 360 camera and mounted it right on the front of the drone. And then he's helped counterbalance it by putting the battery in the back of the drone. And then obviously all 4 motors are around the outside. So I really think this is a cool concept he has and a really well thought out frame. He really put a lot of thought into where the 3D camera is going to be, the battery, the flight controllers, and a lot of good stuff coming from Stan. He's always into that Cinewhoop style and reinventing things, just like I see Shendron's doing all the time. So it's follow him if you haven't seen that before. Beta FPV has a controller now, and this is the Beta Lite. I think this is 2, the second version of that. Yeah, the Lite Radio 2 transmitter. And at only $40, it is a good controller for beginners if you know you're only going to fly tiny whoops. You're only going to fly this. Like, I can only afford 3-inch micros with this protocol, FR Sky, or I need to keep everything small. At $40, it's a really good price. I don't know what the gimbals feel like and if it's really worth it, but Beta does do a lot of really good things with their Beta 65s and their micro drones. And I imagine this controller is based around something like that. It's more the micros, not necessarily racing with a 5-inch or doing long range. Obviously, I don't think you can put a crossfire on this. But for the average hobbyist or micro flyer, I think it'd be a really inexpensive option. And one of the last stories I have is Emax Eco Motors. Now, I really like the Eco Motors. Here we go. I got a beat up quad right here. Uh, yeah, electronics went out, but my motors are still good on this. And I really do like the Eco Motors. I think they're priced really well and they perform really well. If you just like to Sunday fly and cruise around and long range, I think they're amazing motors. They perform really well and they're a great price. They are a little easy to ding up, so I wouldn't recommend them necessarily for a freestyle motor unless you don't care about swapping them out in the field because they are so inexpensive. You don't feel so bad when you do bust up a motor. Well, now Eco has their motor line getting smaller, and they now have the 1106, 1404, and 1407 version of the Eco motor. And I'm looking forward to seeing these come out because I'm always on a budget, and having these Eco motors there would be really nice, and in that price range. So hopefully I can build some more 3-inches because 3-inch freestyle is really right up my alley. I can pop it out anywhere, and let's see, here's a 2-inch I got, and I really enjoy micros because you can kind of fly incognito, pull over the side, rip a couple packs, and leave before anybody even knows you're there because they're so quiet and they're so small and nobody even sees you. So nice job, Emax, and I always like Emax. They make solid products and solid motors. Let's see, I am missing something here. There we go. All right, let's get into the giveaway. And this is all kind of new to me because I'm running multi-screens here. There we go. All right, so I've got the YouTube link. That's not the YouTube link. There we go. From the flycolor review. No replies because that was probably me replying. We have got 48 comments. Thank you again, everyone, for watching. Again, I am giving away the flight controller I just dropped. This 60 amp flight controller, sorry, it's not a flight controller, 60 amp ESC, 4-in-1 ESC from flycolor. Should be good for almost anything you're building, whether that's 7-inch, I wouldn't put this on a 3-inch or lower, but it'll scream, and you can put some powerful motors on this, knowing that you could run 60 amps. So the winner of the flycolor 60 amp ESC is NWI Tim Weaver. Looks nice. I would like to try it. Well, Tim Weaver, you get to try it because I will be sending it out to you. You have 2 weeks to get a hold of me. I'll try and send you a message if I can track you down and find you on social media. And if not, you have 2 weeks to claim it. Otherwise, I will pick a new winner, give it out to someone else. And there we go. That's pretty much going to wrap it up. I just wanted to do the giveaway and do something different for my news. I may in the future drop a green screen behind me and get rid of the mic or the headset and the mic, do more of my FPV news that I used to. But I just doing the green screen and doing all the editing and the visuals that I always pop up. It's really time consuming, and I enjoy talking about the news, but I have to take some of the time away from how much I'm putting into it so I can fly more, so I can build more, do reviews, spend time with my family and stuff like that. So I'd still like to do the news. I'm going to get into it. I'm just going to try and reformat in the next month or so, figure out a better way to live stream. I may not live stream, but I may do something similar like this so I can just record it and post it. Other than that, look forward to spring. So I better charge that. Anyways, thanks for watching. Look forward to spring videos, builds, and hit me up on social media if you ever want to chit chat or talk about building drones or whatever. So thanks a lot, everyone. Talk to you later. And now I don't know how to end. There it is.